Thank you for joining with me. We are picking up our reading in prayer. We are in section 1, True Prayer, on paragraph 4. The secret of true prayer is to forget the things you think you need. To ask for the specific is much the same as to look on sin and then forgive it. Also, in the same way, in prayer you overlook your specific needs as you see them, and let them go into God's hands. There they become your gifts to Him, for they tell Him that you would have no gods before Him, no love but His. What could His answer be but your remembrance of Him? Can this be traded for a bit of trifling advice about a problem of an instant's duration? God answers only for eternity. But still, all little answers are contained in this. Prayer is a stepping aside, a letting go, a quiet time of listening and loving. It should not be confused with the supplication of any kind, because it is a way of remembering your holiness. Why should holiness entreat being fully entitled to everything love has to offer? And it is to love you go in prayer. Prayer is an offering, a giving up of yourself to be at one with love. There is nothing to ask because there is nothing left to want. That nothingness becomes the altar of God. It disappears in Him. This is not a level of prayer that everyone can attain as yet. Those who have not reached it still need your help in prayer because their asking is not yet based upon acceptance. Help in prayer does not mean that another mediates between you and God, but it does mean that another stands beside you and helps to raise you up to Him. One who has realized the goodness of God prays without fear, and one who prays without fear cannot but reach Him. He can therefore also reach His Son, whatever He may be, and whatever form He may seem to take. Praying to Christ in anyone is true prayer because it is a gift of thanks to His Father. To ask that Christ be but Himself is not an entreaty. It is a song of thanksgiving for what you are. Herein lies the power of prayer. It asks nothing and receives everything. This prayer can be shared because it receives for everyone. To pray with one who knows that this is true is to be answered. Perhaps the specific form of resolution for a specific problem will occur to either of you. It does not matter which. Perhaps it will reach both if you are genuinely attuned to one another. It will come because you have realized that Christ is in both of you. That is its only truth. Thank you so much for joining with me in the conclusion of section 1 of prayer, and this is true prayer. Tomorrow we will pick up the reading on section 2, the ladder of prayer. I love you. Thank you for joining with me.